Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Alex Gaming video log. And today we are going to talk about hate in online gaming. So, in the day and age where you basically cannot buy a game without having a massive online presence, just look at games like COD, Battlefield, World of Warcraft, World of Tanks, Waterships. Basically most games these days, because the online multiplayer market is just so big and everyone wants to make their money from their little microtransactions and stuff. But the biggest issue is there seems to be a ton of hate. I mean, you do one thing wrong, have one bad game, and it is basically the end of the world. And it just triggers people just like unimaginable. I mean, we've all had that game where we just haven't been able to it's just been a bad game. You haven't really managed to do anything. You just can't get the shots, can't get the moves. Basically, itchy. Basically, just one of those days where it's just nothing goes right. I mean, it happens. It's life. But I was playing Water Tanks a month ago. I haven't really played Water Tanks lately just because there's so much toxicity right now, or seems to be. Just so many stat patterns that will just flip out at anything. And the game has just become so full of premiums that are overpowered and everybody's shooting gold that it's just not fun anymore. Because when you're a level below a Japanese heavy and you're penning it through the thickest part of the armor, just bam, bam, bam as a light tank, and it's just, you know, the game's going to hell. But apparently they're going to be rebalancing, so we'll see. But anyway, so I was cruising around in my big booty Japanese heavy, with a little OI, just having a bit of fun, because that's what gaming is to me. Gaming is fun. It's not go out of your way to get all hardcore. My hardcore gaming days are done when I quit raiding in WoW, because that basically got to the point where that was so toxic and LFR made it so easy, and I was working shift work, so I couldn't exactly get into a progression guild because I couldn't say I'm available this night, that night. But anyway, we're getting back. That's getting way off topic. I ramble a lot. So anyway, so this game, I think I got one or two shots in. First shot missed. It's a Japanese heavy. Sometimes they miss, especially over long distance. And now I got one shot hit, 235, splash damage against a heavy. It's life. And then I got triple teamed by a group, or by a squad of 3 Cromwell Bees, who were in a big clan, and I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not that jerk. Anyway, the 3 of them, you know they do this a lot because they're probably stat patters, and they ended up getting, I think it was like 11 out of 15 kills on the team. So either really good, really lucky, or they do this a lot. But anyway, so I got tag teamed by them. I mean, when you got 3 Cromwell Bees just going around, it happens. Especially when they're shooting premium. But I die. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go and play another tank. So I'll go and play my AMX. And had a decent game. I think it was like 1700 spotting damage. So I was happy. I'm still learning my light tanks. But then I get back from that game and I got a message. It's like, oh, maybe there was someone telling me I did good in my AMX. I open it up. And I'm not going to lie. This guy must have spent a good 5 minutes typing out this message. Telling me how much I sucked in my OI. Like, he was telling me to kill myself, calling me mentally deficient, but not that word. I think we all know the word that he was calling me. Telling me that he was going to do things to my mother and do this and do that, and that I need to learn to play or just delete the game. Basically calling me everything but white. As you can see, I'm pretty white. And it was just... It got me thinking how lame and how... what's the word I'm looking for? How insignificant would your life have to be to sit there after a match, type out this whole spiel? I should have taken a screenshot because it was freaking hilarious. It really was hilarious. But how insignificant does your life have to be to actually like go off on a tangent like that? And the funniest part is, I looked up his stats at the end of the match. He did 135 damage. So he did less damage than me. But he went off his face like high on friggin' bar salts. Stupid. And it was just like... So I said back to him, I said, you did less damage than me. It's like, yeah, well, I was in a light tank. And I was like, well, where's your spotting damage? Well, it doesn't matter. You're in a heavy. You should have taken more damage than that, and you should have done more damage than that, and it should have lasted longer than that. And it's like, okay. And I was like, well, some games don't go well. I've seen games where people have just disintegrated from the start. And I've been in games where we've had 5 top tier heavies that have just, boom, gone. And it's like, I wasn't even top tier. If I was top tier, sure, I could take criticism. And then I looked up who killed him. The same guy that killed me killed him. Which made it even funnier. That he was ripping on me for getting done by the same guy that got him. So he probably got triple team too, I'm going to say, seeing that the three Cromwells are still alive at the end of the game. But he did no spotting damage, less damage than me, but he's saying that because he was a light tank, it doesn't matter about his damage. But I've also noticed that a lot in a lot of games right now. Like I don't even play COD Online because I used to play it, but then it's so toxic. Why do people have to be so toxic just because people can't see you face to face? I mean, you get on Xbox Live and it's just like a whole bunch of 13-year-olds telling you they're going to do stuff to your mother, and that they're going to do stuff to your girlfriend, and that they're going to hunt you down, and they're going to find where you live, blah, 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 because I'm a gangster. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a 13-year-old. Grow some balls. But even in other games, I actually try to steer clear of a lot of online games these days. I think I brought Well, I'm stuck with Battlefield because that came with my PlayStation. And right now it's the only PlayStation 4 game I got. But for the most part, I don't understand why the hate is in online games. I don't understand what pushes somebody to try to belittle people to make themselves feel better about themselves, to try to justify their having a bad game. It's like if you're having a bad game, just admit you're having a bad game. Don't shit on everybody else because you're having a bad game and you can't admit that you screwed up. I mean, if I have a bad game, if I have a really bad game of World of Tanks and I screw up, I'll apologize in chat. I'll say, sorry guys, had bad game, I'm sorry. I won't get on there and say, well, you all suck, you all need to start doing better, you all can't do it. You need to learn to play, freaking delete the game. That's just being stupid to be stupid. And immature as shit. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you agree with me that the BS that is coming around with the online gaming community needs to calm the hell down, or if you just think I'm being soft, which is pretty hilarious because people can call me names all day and it doesn't affect me. I was more so laughing at this idiot because it must have taken him so long to write this message to me telling me that I suck. But yeah, if you agree that I might be right and that the online community for a lot of these games is toxic, leave me a comment. If you're being a victim of this yourself and you have someone tried to be mean as hell to you, but all they did was turn out to be a jerk and make it funny, leave me a comment. And if this video has earned a like or my channel has earned a subscription, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not having fun, you are doing it wrong. Have a good one.